Hello everybody. So today I'm going to be making some cheese based off of the Derby with Sage recipe on the cheese making website. Just doing a gallon today. Just adding the whole milk now. And the cream. So what the cream does is it just gives you more fat and it increases your yield. So the first step is to heat it to 85 very slowly. After that we're going to add our calcium chloride and the culture, and we're going to wait 60 minutes for that to ripen once we add the culture before we add the rennet. So next up here we're at 85 Fahrenheit. So next up we're just going to add a 1/4 teaspoon calcium chloride, that's just something you got to do when you use store-bought milk. And I'm going to be adding the culture. It's a mesophilic culture. So now we got to wait an hour for the culture to do its thing. Alright, so it's been 45 minutes. And can't tell from the video, but it definitely looks like the curd is set. So we're going to cut the curd. You can see the curd's actually set pretty good here. I'm going to cut it horizontally underneath, best you can. So now we're going to slowly raise it back up to temperature if it needs to be. We're looking for 85. If not, we're just going to start stirring it pretty much continuously for about 15 minutes. Temperature looks pretty spot on. This is just going to start releasing the whey out of the curds. You can already see a little bit of whey coming out. That wasn't there before. we're not really looking to break up the curds too much unless they're really big. So right now we're looking to raise the temperature up to 92 over the next 15 minutes or so. After that, we're going to drain the curds and then start a little bit of the cheddaring process. I'm not going to do too much. I've got all the curds drained now. I got them in a double boiler now for the cheddaring process. We're going to do it for about an hour, and I'm going to turn them halfway through. It's 30 minutes. So my understanding of cheddaring here is every interval of about half an hour to an hour, you take the cheese, cut it in half here, and then stack it on top, and then do another interval, cut it in half again, stack it on top. And during that time, you have more acid building, the curds drying out more, you can see some whey collecting down there. So that's what's going on right now. So if you're just following along, or planning on doing this later, I have 4 sage leaves per pound of cheese, and I ripped that up when I was waiting for the culture to work during that 60-minute break. So if you haven't done that and you're actually making it right now, go ahead and do that while you're waiting for this cheddaring process to finish up. So cheddaring's just about done here. Did about 3 turns. Just turned it again just to see what everything looks like. And maybe draining it one last time and then breaking up the curds, salting them, and loading them up into the press. So once you have all your salt mixed in, get your sage, put that in there. Mine's nice and dry, so that's pretty nice. The original recipe, which I linked on the bottom of the description here, they also had spinach put in there, and they made like a puree out of it just to get a green color. I don't really care about the green color, so I didn't add any spinach. That's about ready to go in the press. So I've got this in the press now, 15 pounds. It's going to be about 15 minutes in there, then half an hour at 20 pounds, an hour and a half at 35 pounds, and then 8 hours at 50 pounds. And every time you change the weight, you just got to take it out, flip it, and put it back in. So, just got done with the second pressing. Still quite a bit of moisture in there, but it is holding its shape. So it's going to go back in there, 35 pounds for an hour and a half, and check in then. So we just got done with the 35-pound press. Shape's coming together. It's going to be going in for 8 hours at 50 pounds, so basically overnight. It's midnight now, so I'll check on this in the morning. So here's the cheese the next morning. Pretty good shape. That's just going to dry for a few days. And put a little bit of salt around it to help dry out any moisture left inside. And then we'll check back on it then.